Welcome to Headphone News, Greater Toronto edition for Saturday, December 14, 2024.
Home Care Ontario's call for increased services. Home Care Ontario is calling for a 10% boost in home care visits and hours over the next 3 years. This plan aims to provide an extra 16.5 million hours of care, which translates to thousands of additional visits. The program addresses the issue of hallway medicine in Ontario, Canada, where hospitals are overcrowded. Advocates believe that increasing home care services will improve patient outcomes and ease the pressure on hospitals.
Boiler system failure at Toronto Hospital. St. Joseph's Health Centre in Toronto, Ontario, is facing an emergency due to a heating system breakdown. The hospital currently has no hot water, heat, or steam, which is affecting operations in the emergency department. Unity Health Toronto recommends that patients stay away from the emergency department unless they are experiencing a serious emergency. All non-essential activities at the hospital have been cancelled. If you have a scheduled appointment, your healthcare team will contact you directly. The health and safety of patients remain the top priority during this situation.
Consumer complaints against appliance repair company in Canada. An appliance repair company in the Greater Toronto Area, Canada, is facing legal action from more than 100 customers. These customers claim that a Team Appliance Repair provided poor repair work and failed to address their refund requests. The company has received a low rating from the Better Business Bureau, with 783 complaints filed against it. The Ontario government agency responsible for public services has charged the company and its director with 17 violations of the Consumer Protection Act. Customers are seeking justice for their complaints.
Ontario forms Volunteer Emergency Response Team. Ontario, a province in Canada, has created a new volunteer group called Ontario Corps. This team will assist during natural disasters and emergencies. Premier Doug Ford made the announcement on December 13, 2024. Ontario Corps will help by providing places to stay during emergencies, cleaning up after disasters, and protecting against floods. They will work together with organizations that support emergency efforts and Indigenous partners to improve our response to crises.
Injury update for Toronto Maple Leafs goalie. Toronto Maple Leafs goalie Anthony Stolarz is sidelined with a leg injury and is currently day-to-day. He got hurt during a game against the Anaheim Ducks, which the Maple Leafs won 3-2. Stolarz left the game after the first period. At 30 years old, he has an impressive save rate of .927 and allows an average of 2.15 goals per game this season. While he recovers, Joseph Woll will step in as the main goalie. The Maple Leafs are gearing up to face the Detroit Red Wings next.
4 charged in Mississauga drug and gun case. 4 people have been charged by the local police after stopping a suspicious vehicle in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. This incident occurred on Thursday around 9 p.m. During the stop, officers found a loaded gun and drugs that were ready for sale. The suspects include 3 men aged 25, 23, and 18, along with a 17-year-old whose name cannot be disclosed. The police have begun an investigation due to concerns about drug-related crime in the area.
Potential strike at Ontario community colleges. Unionized faculty at Ontario's community colleges may go on strike in January 2025. The Ontario Public Service Employees Union, representing around 14,000 faculty members, is advocating for better pay, manageable workloads, and job security. A recent vote revealed that 79% of faculty members support the strike. Negotiations between the union and the College Employer Council have ended without an agreement. A report from the Ministry of Labour allows the strike to occur after at least 16 days. This situation raises important questions about how it might affect students and the quality of education.
Most borrowed books at Toronto Public Library in 2024. The Toronto Public Library in Canada has revealed the most borrowed books for 2024. Leading the list is Fourth Wing, by Rebecca Yarros, followed by The Women, by Kristen Hanna. Both books showcase strong female characters. The library also highlighted popular non-fiction titles like Atomic Habits by James Clear. This report shows a rising interest in women's fiction and self-help books, reflecting what readers are enjoying in Canadian libraries.
Recommendations from Hamilton Inquest. A coroner's inquest in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, has concluded with important suggestions to enhance safety and care for inmates. The inquest examined the deaths of 6 men due to drug overdose between 2017 and 2021. The jury recommended about 60 ideas, including the creation of a safe drug supply and better access to addiction care. These measures aim to prevent future deaths in the detention system. The men who lost their lives were ages 28 to 53.
The Body Shop Canada sells majority stake. The Body Shop Canada has received court approval to sell most of its business to Saruya Private Equity Inc., an investment company based in Markham, Ontario. This sale will lead to the loss of 100 jobs. The company sought legal protection from creditors in March 2024 after shutting down 33 stores due to financial difficulties. Since July 2024, they have been looking for buyers. The sale includes 59 retail locations, including stores in West Edmonton Mall and Toronto Eaton Centre. The financial troubles were linked to cash flow issues with its parent company.
Shootings in Ajax linked to tow truck violence. On December 12, 2024, 2 shootings occurred in Ajax, Ontario, Canada. Police reported that the front doors of 2 homes were shot at just minutes apart. Fortunately, there were no injuries. Officials believe these incidents may be connected to ongoing violence in the tow truck industry, which has seen an increase in crime related to turf wars and rivalries. The police are actively investigating the situation.
Musicians cancel concert due to airline issue. 2 classical musicians, Sheku Kana Mason and Asada Kana Mason, have cancelled their concert in Toronto, Canada, because of an airline policy. Air Canada denied them boarding for a cello, even though they had purchased a seat for it. The cello is valued at over €3 million, which is about $3.15 million. After their original flight was cancelled, the musicians faced delays and had to make a last-minute booking. Despite having guidelines for transporting musical instruments, Air Canada still denied them boarding. This situation highlights the challenges musicians face when traveling with their instruments. That is all the news for today. Thank you for listening to today's headphone news. News summary brought to you by AI.